At the dining table, Mom took her tray to Mr. Kim's room because he was not feeling well. While you both eat your breakfast, I'm going. Mr. Kim is not well, so. Why? It's okay, Mom. Take care of him and yourself too. Then Taehyung and I were left alone, but that maid was still drooling over him. I always felt jealous when she looked at Taehyung. Hey Mia, give me ketchup. Mia, oh yes, they. I glared at her and she said, Yes, master. Taehyung noticed and smirked. Mia approached from the kitchen, strategically sliding onto Taehyung's lap. Unable to contain my frustration, I slammed my hands on the table and rose forcefully, pushing her to the ground. Wine, keep your hands off from him, Mia. Why? Is he your possession? Or are you in love with him? Her words halted with a sharp pain on her cheek. Never say it again. As his bodyguard, it's my responsibility to shield him from people like you. Cross that line again and you won't see another day. Mia, sorry. As the drama unfolded, I shot Mia a look that could freeze fire, asserting my dominance. Keep your games to yourself, Mia. This isn't your playground. After putting her in her place, I turned to Theo with a raised eyebrow and a smirk. As Mia retreated, a tension lingered in the air. Theo, catching my eye, questioned the forcefulness of my actions. Theo, what was that about? Wine? You didn't have to be so harsh. I don't take risks with your safety. She needed a wake up call. Theo, not one to back down, folded his arms. Well, I can handle myself. Your bodyguard act was a bit much. Your safety is my priority, whether you like it or not. Time skip at the office. Taehyung's point of view. The meeting was over and I was sitting in my cabin working on the laptop. I massaged my temples because of a headache. Ryan left without asking for my permission. Sometimes it feels like she's my boss and I'm her bodyguard. Suddenly, someone knocked. Taehyung, come in. Wine came in with a cup of coffee in her hands. Wine, here, take it. I was wondering how she knew I wanted coffee. In this one week, we became comfortable with each other. She protects me and cares, but she never shows it. I started to like her, but I don't know what she feels about me. Today, I have a mission. I was going downstairs when my mom came. Hey Theung, where are you going? Mom, today I have a mission, so. What? And you are going alone? No, mom, guards will be with me, don't worry. Okay, but where is Vian? I'm here, mom, she said while coming towards us. Promise me one thing. Yes, mom. You will protect my son. I don't want any scratches on his body. Understand? Yes, mom, don't worry. On the mission, the sound of gunshots was everywhere. Theung and Vine were fighting. After 30 minutes, Theung finally found you, Seung. He sat and pulled his gun out, pointing it at Theung. Now your chapter is closed. Theung's gun bullets were finished. Vine was fighting, but when she saw Seung pointing at Theung, she ran towards him and hugged him. At the moment, Seung pulled the trigger and Theung, while loosened the hug because she got a bullet in her shoulder, Sehun pulled her by her hair, pushing her to the floor. Her head hit badly. Theung was frozen in his spot. Sehun was laughing like a psycho. Theung pulled Wyan's gun and shot him multiple times. He put her head on his lap, and tears somehow made their way towards his cheeks. No, 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 Wyan. Please open your eyes. Don't leave me like others. Someone call the ambulance. In the hospital, Theung, doctor, doctor, he was shouting. Suddenly, the doctor came and took her into the operation theater. All the time, Theung was a crying mess. His mother was also crying. After 3 hours, the doctor came out from the operation theater and removed his mask. how's my Ryan? Doctor, don't worry, she's out of danger now. Her head hit very badly, but thankfully she's saved. Can we meet her? Yeah, after we shift her to the ward. Mr. Kim, you come and fill out the forms. In the room, Taehyung came towards her bed and sat there. Mom, you go home. I will take care of her. You have not eaten anything. Mom, no, no. How can I leave my Ryan? Mom, please, she's sleeping. You go, please. When she wakes up, I will inform you. Taehyung's mom, okay, don't forget to inform me. He nodded. After his mom left, Taehyung sat beside her bed on the chair and placed his hand on her hand. Please wake up. See, I didn't get any scratch, but you got a bullet for me. Please wake up. He was crying. After some time, he put his head on the edge of the bed and slept. Taehyung, don't leave me, Vanshi. Don't leave me. He screamed, woke up, and saw Wine still sleeping. He removed the cold sweat from his forehead and drank a glass of water. He was drinking water when he saw her hand started moving. She opened her eyes and tried to sit. Taehyung helped her. She pulled her hand and Taehyung was confused. His heart broke into a million pieces when she said, who are you? Taehyung, what do you mean by who are you, Wyan? Wyan, how do you know my name? She said, looking confused. Wyanshu, what happened? Don't you remember me? He said while caressing her cheeks. Don't touch me, she said, yanking his hand away. Taehyung panicked and ran outside to call the doctor. Taehyung, doctor, doctor, he shouted. He ran into the doctor's office. The doctor flinched badly because of the sudden shout. What happened, Mr. Kim? Are you okay? Nothing is okay. Come with me. Hurry up. He said while panting heavily. Both entered the room and the doctor checked her thoroughly. After 10 minutes, the doctor came towards Taehyung and said, come to my office. I want to talk to you. Taehyung nodded and followed him. In doctor's cabin, what happened, doctor? Doctor, first sit please. Taehyung sat on the chair. Doctor, actually, Miss Ryan lost her memory of the last 6 months. Taehyung, what? How? When? Why? He said while stuttering. Doctor, calm down, Mr. Kim. He said while giving him a glass of water. Because her head got hit badly on something very hard. It's the reason of her memory loss. When the doctor said that, Taehyung remembered the flashback when his enemy pulled her hair and her head hit the hard floor. Taehyung shouted. Everything got ruined, everything. Mr. Kim, be patient and take care of her. Hope she will gain her memory soon. Try to remember her past, okay? Taehyung nodded and went outside. He called her and his mom. Now both moms and Taehyung were in the room in front of Ryan. Lovely, what happened to you? She said while wiping her tears. Ryan, nothing, mom. I don't know why I'm here, but my head is hurting badly. You will be fine. Everything will be fine. Taehyung was crying in the corner and his mother was standing beside her also crying. Ryan saw that. She broke the hug and asked her mother. Mom, Ryan mom. Yes, honey. Mom, who are they? She asked with a confused expression. Do you really want to know? Ryan nodded. Okay then, Mrs. Kim. She called Taehyung's mom. Mrs. Kim, yes, she said while sobbing. Tell her please, I don't have much courage to tell her. She nodded and went towards Ryan. Ryan dear, Ryan, how do you know my name? Don't you remember your mom's bestie and your tete? I remember my tete, my love of my life, but why are you asking that? She said while being more confused. Good. Do you want to meet him? Really? You know where he is? She said excitedly. Yes, I know, but you have to promise me one thing. What? That you will live with your tete for the rest of your life. Promise, promise, promise. Now please call him. Mrs. Kim nodded and said, Taehyung point of view. When she opened her eyes, I felt a relief that she's fine. But when she spoke, my heart felt like it broke. She didn't recognize me. She didn't recognize her tete. I called the doctor, and the doctor said it's because hit my princess head, so she lost her memory. I called her mom because I know only she can comfort her, but my heart was dying to hear one word tete, but she forgot me easily. I was standing in the corner and crying continuously, but then my mom called me. I lifted my head and went towards them. Taehyung, yes, mom. Mrs. Kim, someone wants to meet you, darling. Tae and Vine both were confused at the same time. Auntie, I want to meet my tete. Who's he? Mrs. Kim, he is your tete. Vine was looking at him. Vine's point of view. I was waiting for my tete, but why did Auntie call that man who was crying? Is he crying for me? No, no, it can't. He came closer and sat on the edge of the bed. Mom and Auntie went outside. Now we were both left in the room when he sat closer. I took a glance at him, his silky hair, his monolid eyes, his straight nose, the mole under the nose. Wine thought, the mole under the nose? Is he my tete? No, he can't be. But his eyes, it's like I saw them somewhere. But where? What's your name? I asked while stuttering. Taehyung, Kim Taehyung. He said while sobbing. Vian. I heard that name. Wait, Taehyung means Tete, right? It means he's my Tete, my best friend and soon to be husband. He didn't reply, just looking in my eyes. Vian, Tete?